What happens if your CEO resigns tomorrow? Or if your top executives suddenly leave? Without a strong succession plan, organizations face one of the biggest enterprise risks: leadership gaps. Organizations need to think about succession planning as part of their overall enterprise risk management framework. In this video, we'll cover why succession planning matters, how to embed it in your risk strategy, and what the consequences are when you don't. Let's get started. Why does succession planning matter? It's not just about filling roles. It's about protecting the future of the business. Organizations without a clear plan for replacing key leaders risk instability, financial loss, and a lack of trust from stakeholders such as customers, investors, and employees. Now, let's dive deeper. How can succession be considered an enterprise risk? Enterprise risk management is all about anticipating threats and having a proactive approach to manage them. One of the most often underestimated risks is leadership turnover. Whether it's planned or sudden, unexpected departures can shake an organization if there's no clear path to continuity. When leaders leave, companies can lose important institutional knowledge, experience, and a sense of direction. This can impact decision-making, strategic planning, and ultimately, the company's ability to maintain its competitive edge and drive success. Here are some of the core elements of effective succession planning. First, identify the key roles that need to be filled. This includes not just the C-suite, but also other critical positions across the organization. Next, assess the talent within the company to determine who has the skills and competencies to fill those roles. And finally, develop a pipeline of talent by providing opportunities for training, coaching, and stretch assignments so that your organization is prepared to fill critical roles when needed. If you ignore succession planning, you expose your organization to these risks. Ignoring succession planning can lead to several significant risks. It can cause operational disruption due to a lack of clear direction and decision-making. It can trigger panic among shareholders and stakeholders, leading to decreased trust and potentially impacting the company's financial stability. Furthermore, it can create compliance issues if there are critical regulatory roles that cannot be filled. And it can even lead to the collapse of the company's reputation, which can be difficult to recover from. Now let's discuss the best practices for risk-ready succession. To treat succession planning as an enterprise risk, organizations must embed it into their governance and strategy. Here are some best practices. First, ensure board oversight of the succession planning process. Hold the leadership accountable for developing robust plans to address potential disruptions. Second, align the leadership pipelines to business strategy. Regularly review and assess the skills and competencies needed to execute the company's strategy and ensure that the talent pipeline reflects those needs. Third, regularly conduct risk assessments and scenario planning. Consider various potential risks, including natural disasters, economic downturns, and industry disruptions, and develop contingency plans to ensure business continuity. Finally, implement cross-training and knowledge transfer programs. Encourage and facilitate the sharing of knowledge and expertise across the organization to build a culture of preparedness. Finally, let's talk about the role of HR and leadership. HR and senior leadership must work together to drive the succession planning process. It's a shared responsibility. HR can provide expertise in talent assessment and development, while leaders across the organization must champion the process within their teams. Remember, succession planning is not a once-a-year exercise, but an ongoing process tied to performance management, compliance requirements, and risk mitigation strategies. In conclusion, succession planning is not the question of if, but when. When key leaders depart, it's crucial to have a solid plan in place to ensure a smooth transition and maintain business continuity. By embedding succession planning into the enterprise risk management framework, organizations can proactively manage the risk of leadership gaps and protect their future. Don't wait until it's too late. Start planning today to secure your organization's success tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it valuable, please give us a like and subscribe for more content. Stay ahead in the ever-evolving world of HR and people management. Until next time, keep growing and stay resilient.